This is Minish Cap Walkthrough Part 18. We're still pretty much just continuing our item collection before we head to the third
As we're going to be doing for like the next, 2 or 3 parts actually, I think. So
yeah,
we got a couple more parts of collecting stuff.
Definitely. In this part, we're going to grab 2 pieces of heart, I believe. And we're also going to get the second bottle, which is really going to come in handy throughout the game.
Actually, I'm getting the third bottle, I think, if I'm correct, in the next part. So, I think we get 2 bottles like back to back really quickly, and then we don't get the 4th bottle. I actually don't know when we get the 4th bottle, so
not for a while.
It's for a long time.
It's nice having 3 of them before you even get to the 3rd dungeon, though. It is kind of handy.
Well, because fairies give you 4 hearts.
So
they're really not even valuable. I guess you get potions. That's something. Where do you even get potions at?
Syrup the Witch in the woods.
Oh, okay.
I think she's the only one who sells potions. And I learned that lesson in the final fight, many parts down the road, that the fairies just aren't enough.
No, they do nothing. What makes me mad is you start beeping at 3 hearts, which we said earlier. You start beeping 3 hearts, and then it only gives you 4. So you're already back to square one sometimes.
And we've mentioned this in other videos, maybe not in this game, but we hate recording when.
Definitely.
Yeah, the hearts are
beeping. Yeah.
We like to give you guys the most enjoyable experience.
It basically just says you stink.
Exactly.
It basically just says you stink as a Zelda player too. So we want them to at least think we're good, I guess.
Which, don't get us wrong, sometimes we do legitimately stink. But
yeah, well, not as much in the handhelds though, because they're a little bit easier.
Definitely true.
Except for stupid Oracle games. But moving on.
Now, what I think is a bit of a downside of this game only having the 5 dungeons plus the final dungeon. And
spoiler alert.
Yeah. And that's the case with some of the games, though. They put so much in between the dungeons.
They do.
This game was that way. I think Majora's Mask, there was a ton of stuff between the dungeons. I feel like a lot of it ends up being, or kind of feeling a little bit like filler.
There's definitely a lot of filler. Like the Kinstones going along with that. The figurines are definitely filler.
God. We haven't even gotten into those yet.
I guess people collect it, people who like to collect, I guess that's what's good for them. But when we let King of Flames, we said we're not going to make it to, what's the next one?
Fortress of Winds?
Fortress of Winds, yeah. We're not going to make it there for a long time, and we were not kidding.
Hence, here we still are wandering around that Hyrule, fusing Kinstone.
There's just so much to do, and like I said, we get some heart pieces, we get a bottle and stuff, so we get some important stuff, then just a lot of Kinstone fusions and stuff like that, and then, by the way, the first 4 minutes, if you see me kind of wandering around aimlessly, I have no clue what I was doing the first 4 minutes of this video. I don't
drinking.
I might have been drinking, but I haven't recorded drunk, so that was not it. Now what I was trying to do right there is actually see if I could fuse Kinstones with them.
Yeah,
but I couldn't.
I think you can fuse with the main one.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
But the other 3 were not having anything to do with it.
You can fuse with those carpenters somewhere in the game. I just don't. You gotta make it happen. You gotta hit a certain stage.
Okay.
Sparks it or whatever you want to
call it. And then, of course, you happen to not even have the Kinstone piece for the guy. Yeah, and what's he say? Just like everybody else, lame kid.
Was he a green Kinstone?
Yeah.
Because doing this, for some crazy reason, green Kinstones are all over this place, and I've had trouble in our recordings having green Kinstones. I've had all the other ones, but somehow I always seem to be missing the green ones.
I think what helped me is that I didn't fuse any Kinstones hardly at all for the first half of the game.
So you built them up.
So when I finally went to fuse them, I had 20 green Kinstones in my collection.
No, what happened right here, I thought when I talked to him as a Minish, I thought he automatically moved right there. No, you got fuse with him, and I think talk to him again to get him to move, and I had no clue.
Thankfully, they at least give you a little Minish creating pot. What do you call those things?
Portals. Portals, yeah.
Thank you.
Minish creating pot. Let's talk about my vocabulary.
Minish creating pot sounds like something you'd smoke on the weekends, but
that is true. That is true.
I'm seeing little guys really So, anyway, but at least there's one handy, so you can immediately come back and talk to this dog. And I don't know why you can't talk to the dog as a grown-up, but you can talk to it as a Minish.
Maybe he's less threatened, I guess.
Maybe. I don't know.
He feels overpowering and stuff. That made no sense to me whatsoever, but all I know is that dog has been a pain in my butt this entire game, man. I wanted to go away so many times, and what's upsetting is after you get him to move, he still always seems to be there. And you're going down that way, you have to do a little juke move
just to get him to jump out of the way, And the thing is, he just wants some attention.
If I juke now, my knee might go out. I don't know.
we haven't done much athletic in a while.
That's the truth. That's the truth.
Now, the thing is, like, is there even that much up there, or is it just kind of open up the pathway to let you get around a little easier?
It's just a way to get around easier, you know?
Yeah, it's...
And speaking of no athletic, or not using or doing any athletics lately, I mean, the only way we'd be running nowadays if we had Pegasus boots.
Oh my god, yes.
That's the only way I'd be sprinting nowadays.
Which, if you wonder why we're not using them right now, we just kind of forgot.
Yeah, actually, that's a bad thing on me. I will admit this. There's quite a while, actually. I walk all through Hyrule Field stuff, and I think I just kept on totally forgetting that I just had them, really, to be honest with you.
I did it all the way through our Link's Awakening walkthrough videos as well.
Yeah.
I was in the same boat. The only time I would ever equip them was when I absolutely needed them.
So I don't apologize for too many things, but I do apologize.
Yeah.
There's a good majority of, like, probably the next decent amount of parts where, you know, I could definitely use the Pegasus boots, but the way I look at it, you know, I was taking not the scenic route, I was just taking life a little bit slower,
You're taking your time.
Why go get hit by enemies quicker, you know? I'd rather just enjoy it, you know?
You're enjoying the sights and sounds of Hyrule.
I mean, you see how festive Hyrule Town is.
It's pretty nice.
Or Castle Town, I forgot which one. It's called Castle Town, I think.
I think it's Castle Town, or Hyrule Castle Town, one of the
I'm not sure. I think it might be called Hyrule Town because isn't there North Hyrule Field and South Hyrule Field in this game?
Hyrule Fields, yeah, but I'm not sure about the town.
I don't know.
It doesn't
find out
matter.
when we enter next time, I guess.
Yeah, which will be soon. We were in and out of Castle Town, or Hyrule Town, or whatever you want to call it. It is
Hyrule Town. Yes,
right.
yes, I was right.
Dang
yes.
it.
Yes.
Wrong again.
Dude, we bet 6 beers. I don't know if you remember or not.
Yeah.
But we don't go back and listen to it again. Make sure of that.
No, definitely not.
But Red, you were saying like before this part, like this is actually one thing you don't like right here because you're right. It's basically this is the attack that we get with most games. You don't have to do anything for it.
Pretty much like as soon as you get the Pegasus boots, you already have the ability to dash with your sword out. I mean, in any handheld, because I think all of the handhelds have had the Pegasus boots, correct?
No, Link to the Past.
Oh yeah,
Link to the Past, but I think that's the only console game that's had the Pegasus boots.
Yeah, I think of it as a handheld now after playing like on the Wii U or playing Link Between Worlds. And just for some reason, I think Link to the Past is a console.
It kind of just feel like it's a 2D game.
It's a 2D game.
That's why it feels like that. Yeah,
that's the big part.
Yeah,
of it.
totally 2D game.
But yeah, that's the second or third technique that we get. That's just like every other game. It's like a standard thing you get.
Like you were talking about fillers earlier. I mean, we've had like sword techniques. Like I can think of Twilight Princess, where you had to learn those attack moves or whatever those were from the I guess Link from Ocarina of Time. What most people say, the Ghost Link, or you want to call it.
I like that theory.
I mean, some of them are they're valuable, but like I know we got the spin earlier. Like that's always in every Zelda game, and then right there the dash attack. I mean, not necessarily filler, just was it necessary, I guess.
Yeah, and there's like 4 or 5 of these trainers throughout Hyrule. Yeah. This guy though won't train you until you light up his...
We gotta get the lantern, which I believe we get in the 4th dungeon.
I think
not exactly sure, but I think it is.
Temple of Droplets, I think? Yeah, I think we do get it there as well. Now, once again, we have another
one of those... just spoiler alerts out non-stop.
It's just the name of the temple. I don't think that's too much of a spoiler. But it was another one of those kinstone enemies.
Rewards.
Yeah, and you have to go nuts on them for about a minute.
Yeah, you only get 100 rupees out. That's kind of a, I don't know.
And he gets you a few times.
I mean, I guess it's a pretty easy 100 rupees and stuff.
In the grand scheme of things,
I just feel like I should have got more. You know, if I'm killing something that's gold, I just should get more than 100 rupees.
I agree, especially at this point since we've got the wallet upgrades, we can carry a lot more.
Yeah.
Because here in a little while, I saw you picking up some rupees, and when you already had like 200, I thought you were capped out.
No, I think we got the wallets in the last part. Remember, we got 2 wallet upgrades, I think, in the last part, or one of the parts prior. And so we can carry the max of 999
I totally forgot about
now, which I'm definitely maxed out now on the game recording. So. Rupees are plentiful in this game. You should not have a problem with rupees because really, after you buy those upgrades, they're like 300 each, like the boomerang, and I think the other one
was there a bomb bag.
I'm thinking a quiver.
Ooh, a quiver. You might be right.
After you buy those, really, there's nothing that's really expensive in the rest of the game.
Which defeats the whole purpose of collecting all these rupees.
Well, there's a lot of Zelda games that have been bad, like
Twilight Princess was the worst.
It seems like either like you need a lot of rupees and you can't get enough, or you get way too many and you just don't need them for anything. Yeah. It's like it's one or the other. There's never a good balance. It seems like in Zelda games.
Link Between Worlds got close to getting that balance because you could either rent or buy the items.
It's like one of the few things that I've ragged on about all the Zelda games like put together.
I know.
There's not very many.
No.
There's not very many things I have to complain about the whole series overall.
No, but that is definitely one of them. It's common across the entire series. Yeah, you're exactly right on that.
Now this is an awesome Kinstone piece right here because as we said, we'll be getting the bottle right here at the end of this video. I mean, just And that's a pretty easy bottle, really.
It
to
is.
get. I mean, just a Kinstone fusion, and bam, it's right there.
Yeah, plus they drop it like right here in the same area.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah, it's not far away from Link's house at all.
Yeah, and it's the guy that, I mean, yeah, it's Link's house. It's the guy that from the very beginning of the game. It's a very easy fusion once you have that piece. And like we mentioned at the beginning of this part, the bottles are so valuable throughout the game.
And actually, there's a little trick right there. I think we mentioned earlier. If you keep on going out of Link's house, if you do need rupees, I think every time you go in and out of his house, you can get 20 rupees. So just that's what you can do right there. Just
if you ever need to.
Yeah, just easy way to get rupees though.
Which are handy for the figurine quest a little later on, but that's about it. So.
Yeah.
But now that we've got the second bottle, this is going to go ahead and wrap up part 18 of our Minish Cap walkthrough.